We good. We're good. I like it. Oh, shit. Help. Oh, shit. Here we go. Sorry.
What if the moon falls out of the sky, giving up his mighty shine? What if our love was just a lie, a simple heartache in disguise? What if I lose control, giving up the only heart I own? Over these worries traveling in my bones, an endless wondering if you'll ever go. No, don't you leave me alone. No, don't you leave me alone. No, don't you leave me alone. Don't ever go. It's like I've already said goodbye, giving up without a try, lost a battle with my mind, so terrified of being blind. 'Cause if I lose control, I will lose the only heart I own. Over these worries driving in my bones, an endless wondering if you'll ever go. No, don't you leave me alone. No, don't you leave me alone. No, don't you leave me alone. Don't ever go. Don't ever leave me alone. Don't ever go. Don't ever leave me alone. Don't ever leave me alone. Don't ever go.
Damn, that was crazy. I never heard that. Oh, my goodness. That was crazy good. Oh, man. I saw her live last month, and that's how I found her. And I was like, my God, this she's really good. She's classically trained vocalist. I could hear it, like she has so much control over her voice. And I mean, I don't know if she's classically trained. Maybe she's just a natural, but man, that is some mighty ass good singing, right? Mighty ass good singing, man. All right. We're being dehumanized. Are you guys ready for this? I'm not ready. I haven't watched this. I have no idea. But we're going to check it out. It is what it is. But yeah, that's really amazing. What a voice, man. Thank goodness. Yeah. But AI cannot, I don't think AI can sing like that, man. I don't think it can. Anyway. What are you saying there? Thank goodness. Can't abide the AI. Almost fooled one. Yeah, you can get fooled by that, but that girl's real, man. I met her. I saw her, a month ago, and it was like, who is this girl, man? I got to check out some more of her stuff, and that's kind of why I've been playing her stuff, because I saw her live, and she was just incredible live, man. It was just incredible, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean, Connie, man. It's kind of like this. There's not a soul to the AI, obviously. There's no heart. You know what I mean? There's no love. It's just dead. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, the real ones are worth supporting and tracking and checking out for sure. You got to go out and find the real ones, man. It's hard, man. It's getting harder and harder, but I'll keep bringing it because I know what's real. Connie knows what's real. Teddy C knows what's up. Mojo, what's up? All right, so let's get busy with it. Let's go down the other rabbit hole. All right, thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll see what Melissa and Aaron are up to, man. I'm sure it's amazing. Here we go.
Digital technology, electronics, the internet, AI, etc., etc.
No wires needed, yet voices travel back and forth.
Sold on the idea of empowering us all.
What's in this box? It's something for you, boys and girls.
Giving us the freedom to imagine and create, connect with people all around. I'm so over this technology. It might be a fact of life. It might be unavoidable, pretty intrusive. It's nearly omnipresent. It wants to be omnipotent, but we don't have to deny the social problems it's rendering our once simple lives. I don't really care if you consider me a Luddite.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
It often feels to me that this whole thing has been sort of by design, but even if it's just somehow a byproduct of the rapid changes taking place and, just the way things are when you have to take a big system into consideration, this stuff is trashing humanity. This stuff is literally dehumanizing us all. And that's about as literal as you can get. And we're basically in a tailspin with this whole thing. And it's still in the opening salvo. I mean, they've got a ways to go with this. They're unfolding some more tricks in the bag, and I've already had enough. My perspective, I typically take into account the power dynamics of society, which have already been heavily tilted towards the powerful people who have money and influence, the unaccountable power in government, the unconstitutional agencies, the whole way this thing has been set up. But now, that whole thing already being significant enough, they're threatening to sink what is left of individuality, of personal liberty, and what is emerging is a level of control that I am not willing to accept, I don't want to engage with, and I don't feel other people should cooperate with either. We're bordering on being completely lost, and we're certainly a long, long way from home.
Because as communities go, so goes the nation.
Yes, this is a big box of beef sticks.
I
If
got
you're
it.
wondering why I needed so many, Paleo Valley's running this.
Get the stick, a food stick. Hey, listen, Drad, you got to buy some food stick shit, man. Come on. I mean, it says beef stick right on it. You got to buy some beef stick, bro. Come on. I mean, get a box of it today, man. It'll be great. Just buy a whole box. Come on. Don't be cheap ass. All right, I'm kidding. I'm too cheap to, pay for non-commercials. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Mongo. What are you going to do? All right, back to it. Here we go.
Some guys behind the counter at the store talking about this one. I didn't know about it. I'm not a big gamer, but on account of the changes in the user agreement, this big video game guy on the other side of the counter was talking to his buddy about how he is not going to buy the new Nintendo Switch unless they update the terms, which essentially grant a temporary revocable license to everyone who bothers to shell out $500 for the new game system and, support their business empire and buy other games and spend hundreds and hundreds more on different titles and spend hundreds and hundreds of hours more inside the world of their games that they wanted people to play. I mean, seriously, people are talking about it. And his buddy said they're not going to change it. They're not. They're not going to change this agreement. And so this guy is talking about other ways he plans to go in the future that don't include being a customer of this company. And, it's in the news. Nintendo says your Switch 2 isn't really yours, even if you paid for it. Medium has you bought it, but you don't own it. Nintendo's latest anti-consumer power grab. Tech Radar. Nintendo now says...
It's gotten so bad, Dread, Connie, that if you buy a car in Germany, like a BMW, you have to pay to use your heated seats in your car. You have to have an app, and you got to pay monthly to use your heated seats in your car. And this was like 4 years ago, man. I was looking into that. It's getting to the point where you don't even actually own what you buy. What the fuck? What do you mean I don't own what I buy? Come on, this is fucking crazy, bro. Endgame, yeah. It's fucking crazy, man. I mean, the kind of shit these companies are pulling, man, it's just it's insane, man. You bought it, but you don't own it, man. Yeah, this is like so cock. This is desperation on their part, man. This is how desperate they are, these fucks.
Nintendo's latest anti-consumer power grab. Tech Radar. Nintendo now says it can disable your Switch or potentially even your new Switch 2 if you don't follow its user agreement. But at the end of this long legal language with these user agreements that normally people don't even bother to read, it says you acknowledge that if you fail to comply with the foregoing restrictions, Nintendo may render the Nintendo account services and or the applicable Nintendo device permanently unusable in whole or in part. This outlines Nintendo's ability to brick your device, i.e. to render it permanently unusable in whole. Now, how strictly they might enforce that agreement is sort of besides the point, but the possibility is there. There's a lot of power in that statement, and it's a new phase that we're in.
You'll get nothing like it.
Why do you want to own your cell phone? How many of you own your cell phone?
The long-standing concepts of ownership in our society are...
Oh, shit. What are you saying? I know... I'm not looking forward to buying a car eventually, hoping the Shelby lasts forever. Yeah. I get it, Drad, man. I love my heated seats and my Audi, man. It's fucking fantastic. They work great, but yeah, are you gonna pay? I gotta pay a subscription fee to use my heated seats, bro. Really? What? That's just they're desperate. That's how desperate they are, man. That sucks.
Own your cell phone?
The long-standing concepts of ownership in our society are really being challenged here.
You don't own your music. You don't own your movies. In 10 years, you might not own your car. Your house could be something you rent forever. Even the software you use for work, you're just borrowing it on a month-by-month basis.
So this change from product to service.
What's up, Matrix? Good to see you. Oh, nothing. Be happy. Yeah, you eat the bugs. Eat the bugs.
Work. You're just borrowing it on a month-by-month basis.
So this change from product to service is pushing a lot.
I've always had the idea that we don't really own anything, man. We rent it, whatever. There's no U-Haul coming to my freaking gravesite. Hey, man, here's all your guitars, bro. Nah, it's just here for now. But
on a month-by-month basis.
So this change from product to service is pushing a lot of this, of the circular economy.
And this is not the only company.
Using our bodies like a rental. That's crazy, bro. Think about that. That's a bit of a red pill there, Trad. A bit of a red pill. Okay. Yeah. I think they might do that, man. I think they're getting close. Yeah, I think we're definitely...
Service is pushing a lot of this, of the circular economy.
And this is not the only company that's challenging it, but it's a pretty good example. You can spend big money, buy a physical device as expensive as a household appliance, you pay for it, and they can just shut it off if they say you violated their agreement. And what's the burden of proof on that? Do you have a place where you can appeal? Private companies can do what they want, we're always being told. But again, there are worlds being created within worlds here.
Eat a brand new.
Hold on. You guys need a new roof? Man, I got you covered. I got this place, man. It's so great. I mean, everybody needs a new roof, right? Come on. I mean, let's sell. Dude, I don't need a roof. I don't know why I'm getting these ads. I have no idea. But they're trying to sell me a new roof, man. You know? My roof's good. My roof is good, bro. Good. It's been raining here all week, man. No leaks. I'm good.
Me, princess.
We're all supposed to operate online, but it's basically through these companies. Many of them have very similar agreements. It's kind of nuts. There are apparently designs to discontinue or at least minimize the sale of physical copies. It's just bought over the internet because these things are all plugged in like computers now. But the power that they're claiming and the precedent that this is likely to signal.
Hold on. Shit. Oh my. What's up, baby? You guys need a new roof? I got you. No. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Good to see you, Lucy. You're not gonna fight the technocracy, bro? Come on, man. You want some cybernetic implants, digital scanners in your eye? Yeah, fuck it, man. Let's go for it, bro. Come on, Drad. Yeah, I don't know. You don't want to do that, man. Trust me, bro. No brain chip. Yeah, we can't have a brain chip. Fuck that. Yeah. What about the chip that makes you buy stuff or sell stuff? Oh, you can't buy or sell without a chip? What? I think that's biblical. I'm pretty sure. You know, I could be wrong. Good to see you, Lucy. I miss you. We're still out here. We're still out here, Lucy. We're still out here doing it. I'm still here. You guys are still here. I love it. And let's keep going, man. Let's keep going.
And again, the long-standing concepts of ownership in our society. You go to the store, you pay for it. That's supposed to be yours now. But no, your relationship with the Nintendo mother company and all these other companies is
Nintendo mother company. I love that. Come on, that's hilarious. The Nintendo mother company.
But no, your relationship with the Nintendo mother company and all these other companies isn't over at that point. Not just because you're going to buy other games and participate in other stuff and be interested in their characters, but because they are basically going to be watching and enforcing on how you use your device.
If you own it, they only get paid once. But if you rent it, they get paid forever. So they change the game.
They fucking changed the game, right?
But if you rent it, they get paid forever. So they change the game. Netflix instead of DVDs, Spotify instead of iTunes, leasing instead of buying, renting instead of owning. And they sold it to you as freedom, as convenience, as the smart, modern way to live.
Yeah, I mean, Dredd and I, Connie, you guys are old enough. We bought a record, man. We bought a CD. We bought these things. We own it. We still own them. I still own this shit, man. And it still works. I could crank out my box of fucking cassette tapes, man, and play a bunch of music that I paid for, 30 years ago, right? I got a bunch of CDs, man. I got hundreds of CDs, man. It's still good. Got a CD player. I can play it. I bought it already, man. I paid $20 for that stupid CD back, when $20 was a lot of money. $20 ain't fuck all now, right? So, yeah, they've changed the game, man. They changed the fucking game, man. I love it. It's good stuff.
It's freedom, as convenience, as the smart, modern way to live.
More broadly, having gone through so much in regards to the restriction and algorithmic shutdown of speech on social media and video platforms,
the shutdown of speech? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I lost my channel for a year and a half because I spoke out And I'm probably going to lose it again. So let's do it. Let's do it right. Right? I'm still going to put the information out, man, whether it's on this channel or backup channel or whatever. But I appreciate you guys hanging out, man.
An algorithmic shutdown of speech on social media and video platforms. Let's just say there's way too much at the discretion of these companies. It's not clear in most cases what process there is, if any, for appeal, for defending your situation. And frankly, a lot of it is just...
There's no appeal. I mean, apparently they did change their policies to let certain people back to get their channels that lost them after 3 strikes, which I had. I got 3 strikes. And I lost it for like a year and a half, and now I got it back. They're loosening it up, and I think this is all on purpose because they wanted to let a bunch of other people back in and see what they're up to and want to add to their AI platforms. Yeah, that's what I think is going on. Yeah. So we'll see, man. What's up, New Perspective? What's up, Dave?
Companies, it's not clear in most cases what process there is, if any, for appeal, for defending your situation. And frankly, a lot of it is just being checked by AI, at least in the case of YouTube.
No, all of it's being checked by AI. All of it. Not a lot of it. No. There's no human going, oh, that guy said, vaccines, or that guy said this, or, yeah, that guy. No. It's all AI driven now, man. I'm probably gonna lose my channel again, but I don't care. But whatever, man. Let's do it. Let's do it right. Let's have fun doing it anyway.
And frankly, a lot of it is just being checked by AI, at least in the case of YouTube. These cases are being thrown out in seconds and minutes. You don't get to appeal. You don't get to make your case like it's a court or something. There's just a decision made, and it could affect your whole life, or it could cost you $500. Actually, it's more than that. If there's no physical game and you bought hundreds of dollars of games on top of a $500 system, and then they wipe it out with the push of a button, you've lost maybe thousands of dollars. You can't retrieve it. You can't just sell off these games. It's just a total loss if they decide to do this. But they're declaring the power to do it. This is in no way a warning just for serious gamers, but this whole system is gamed, if you will, if you can excuse the pun. It's been rigged.
4, 1,
Yeah.
2,
It's been
3,
rigged.
4. That means she loses a turn, so Kenny is going to get 2 shots in a row. Ready, presser, press. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. Go to the doghouse.
It's not on the side of individual power. Windows 10 just basically forced an update by suspending their support systems and putting people in the position where a lot of those computer systems, even if they're not that old, can't be updated to the new Windows 11 system. And so they're forcing people to go buy new computers because they changed the software. Other people don't want the Windows 11 systems or other new operating systems because many of these companies are trying to force pass keys and biometric identifiers and force the coming digital ID system on everyone. I'm sure I'm not the first person to recognize the coordinated but invisible push for adopting all things digital ID. All of a sudden, just in the past few months, whatever, every platform is like, do you want to use your pass key, which is biometric? No.
1-8.
You guys like fractions? This is the coolest thing, man. You guys can learn fractions. It's so cool, man. E1 recorded. Yeah, check that out, Drad, man. That's an interesting watch. Yeah, check that out, bro. Yeah. Anyway, not trying to sell you guys some fractions. I'm really not. I'm not trying to sell you that shit, bro. Not happening. You hate fractions, exactly.
And then you could click a button that might say, not yet. I'm not agreeing to use it. They're just telling people this is coming, and maybe you can resist for a little while. That's the option they're giving us, is to delay accepting a complete control grid with absolute surveillance and absolute control of the entire economic, social, political platform, really access to your whole life. And if you don't want to do it, you can click, not yet, maybe later. Ask me again tomorrow. I'm a Luddite for not liking this stuff. Whatever. And as they're attempting to introduce biometric IDs, facial scanning, maybe retinal scanning, fingerprints, you've of course got headlines. This has been going on for years. How AI bias can ruin lives, the case of wrongful arrest and facial recognition failures.
Wrongful arrest has now been wiped from a Lee County man's record.
This is a real miscarriage of justice, and it's the latest in a series.
Investigators submitted surveillance photos of the suspect to a facial recognition program, AI, which identified Dylan as a 93% match.
How did this happen?
Beyond that,
How did this happen? Oh my God. I was at work. I was hanging out.
and a witness who
It
Dylan as a
wasn't me,
93%
bro.
match.
How did this happen?
Beyond that, and a witness who picked his photo out of a lineup, there was no evidence tying him to it.
That's obviously a problem. Unmasking the bias in facial recognition algorithms, racial bias and otherwise.
In Williams' case, police relied on two things: the face recognition match and someone picking his photo out of a lineup.
When you go straight from a face recognition result right to a photo lineup, there's a high likelihood of tainting the reliability of that lineup. You're going to populate it with an innocent lookalike.
Right. You see how that works, you know? It's like, oh, well, you already saw the picture of the guy. It looks like him, and then you're going to go right to the lineup. Yeah, you're screwed, man. Yeah, you're screwed.
High likelihood of tainting the reliability of that lineup. You're going to populate it with an innocent lookalike plus 5 people who don't look that much like the suspect, and now you've just created this totally suggestible situation where even a well-meaning witness is going to be tricked.
And the unsettled...
Yeah, you guys, check out those links Dave's dropping, New Perspective. Good stuff, man. Try to get your head around it. Connie and I, a few of us have been checking it out, man. It's good stuff, man. Yeah, try to listen to him, Dredd. Just check it out, man.
Situation
That's all.
where even a well-meaning witness is going to be tricked.
And the unsettling problem of how well AI faces can fool us. A study into why AI faces looked more real than actual faces looked at the hyperrealism problem and why so many people were wrong in guessing which faces were human versus AI, and those who were most certain were the most wrong, apparently, according to the study. But that's...
I'd like to take that test, man, and see what's happening. Yeah, I would like that.
And those who were most certain were the most wrong, apparently, according to the study. But that's all just a precursor to this issue that was in the news not too far back, in which we're confronted with the utterly uncanny scenario of an unhuman technology created by humans that is now being used as the arbiter and judge of what it means to be human. An unhuman technology
up,
to determine if you are human. And it is audaciously and harmfully declaring actual human beings with actual lives who live in the flesh to be non-human. One headline is Disfigurement Charity Exposes Rampant Exclusion by AI Facial Recognition Tools. Their advocacy group.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious, man. What? Yeah. That's fucked up, man.
Non-human. One headline is Disfigurement Charity Exposes Rampant Exclusion by AI Facial Recognition Tools. Their advocacy group is highlighting a growing problem for some people, apparently millions of people around the world. When it comes to inclusion, artificial intelligence doesn't have the best track record. AI models are inherently predisposed to reproduce human social biases. AI, artificial intelligence, they're automatically just given a de facto status of authority authority. Almost unquestionable. Well, questioned and criticized maybe, but rolled out system-wide anyway and put into place like an unstoppable force. As Wired and also Futurism sadly and eerily reported, a DMV's AI system, that's the driver motor vehicle system, says that a woman doesn't have a human face. They said in
What the fuck?
part as one woman discovered during a demeaning trip to the DMV. It's already been pretty demeaning, I think you all know. AI systems are also quite capable of discriminating against those with disabilities. Connecticut native Autumn Gardner's test seemed easy, mundane. She had recently gotten married. She went to the DMV to update her license. To do so, officials needed a new photo, a simple process that quickly turned into a nightmare thanks to the state's AI-powered ID verification program.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're in for it, boys and girls. We're in for it. You guys gotta, buckle up your bootstraps, man. Let's do this. It's gonna be fun, man.
Into a nightmare thanks to the state's AI-powered ID verification program. Gardner, who lives with Freeman-Sheldon syndrome, a rare genetic disorder affecting muscles around the face and particularly the mouth, says that one by one her photos were all rejected by the DMV's ID software. It became a spectacle. Everyone was watching, she said, and they just kept taking more photos. It was humiliating and weird, and here's the machine telling me that I don't have a human face. That's a quote. This AI facial recognition ID verification program run by a state government agency literally told a living human being that they didn't have a human face. So here it is. If it wasn't clear before, this AI system, which humanity brought into this world and which surfaced only recently, is all of a sudden being held up as the authority, the judge, the arbiter of what's human, of what it means to be a person.
These systems are not that smart, and they don't work most of the time. Even if they did, should this be something we have to accept in the world? Would this be right for me to use it, even if it worked perfectly all the time? The answer is no.
A judgment that's going to be binding about an individual's life. It's wrong. It's just so wrong. And this is apparently...
It's very wrong, man. I agree. 100%. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy wrong, man. Are you kidding me?
Non-living, non-human system making a judgment that's going to be binding about an individual's life. It's wrong. It's just so wrong. And this is apparently a pretty big problem for anyone and everyone who falls under this umbrella of people with what they're terming a visible difference. It could be a birthmark, it could be scars, it could be a genetic or birth condition, it might be disfigurement, an accident, a fire. Frankly, it's probably a lot of people who've already had to put up with more than their share of BS, and now AI is quite literally dehumanizing them. This literally blocks someone from their own life. And as they roll in facial recognition, more or less across the board with very few questions, I mean, they'll probably use this problem of the facial ID not recognizing certain people who have conditions or whatever. They'll probably just use that as an excuse to strengthen it even more instead of doing what they should do. This should be abandoned. It should be halted right away. I mean, there's a system that should be bricked, not a frickin' Nintendo.
Manny Gomez, president of MG Security Services, agrees with its use.
This is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. If you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to hide.
It's not that you don't have anything to hide anymore. It's, do you want to be a product? Surveillance is no longer about criminal. It's about making money.
With Connect POS facial recognition technology, you can now identify customers as soon as they walk into stores, scan and recognize their faces. They now know the customer's name, type, purchase history, as well.
What was that movie with Tom Cruise? Where he's walking through the mall and there was ads, right at him. What was the name of that movie? Damn. It just recognizes you and then it starts advertising to you. Oh man, that's some scary shit, bro. That's scary. That's scary shit, man.
Faces. They now know the customer's name, type, purchase history, as well as average spending.
I think it basically takes away a sense of our humanity.
I'm really concerned about what surveillance culture will do to what it means to be human. This mask is my face. I created it as a way to thwart facial recognition systems. When someone goes out into public and they put on this mask, surveillance cameras will essentially attribute all of their actions as my own.
Reflecticles work on two concepts. One is an infrared absorbing lens, and then the other concept is a reflective element that is applied to the frame. The camera doesn't really know how to process that information, and it can make your face, exposed with a bright light that you're sending back to its original source, which is the camera.
Yeah, my buddy had the idea that infrared lights, if you have a bunch of them and you point them at a video camera, it just makes it white. It's like a white light. It's pretty wild, man. We tested it, but yeah, that's basically what they are, man. A bunch of infrared lights. Do you guys need a new phone? I got you. I got you covered. You guys need new? Okay. You guys don't need new phones. Okay. Got it. All right. Just checking. Yeah. You never know. I don't want to sell you guys some shit you guys don't need.
But what gets me about this particular case, this poor woman who was harassed and humiliated by the AI at the DMV, which already sucks anyway, is that numerous officers were at the DMV. They're trained, they're sworn officers, they're vested with a certain degree of authority.
These detectives have been assigned to the case. Their job, round up the
And they just stood by and watched in vain, did nothing to override this demonic, hellish system.
Well, I think it was a guy with a big jaw. Now you have one clue.
How did this AI thing become so powerful that even sworn officers with badges and whatnot, who will have no hesitancy in questioning you intently about whether or not you know why they pulled you over, or whether or not you were speeding or saw that sign, or whether or not your birth certificate's authenticated and notarized, or your other forms of ID are valid, or whether or not you could see properly in the vision test where you call out the little letters and look through the lenses. They have no problem doing that stuff. These same human officers, they either can't or won't step up to the plate and push some button to override the invalidating determination by this AI facial ID system that's telling people they're not human.
The exciting new game of scientific crime detection.
Wow.
Even sworn officers in their roles can't apparently do anything about this. If that's not a cautionary tale, I don't know what is.
Ideal's Robot Commando is here to help you.
I don't know what it is either, bro. I mean, he's right, 100%. I mean, if somebody can't step in and go, wait, whoa, dude, obviously that's a girl. She's had the same driver's license for 20 years. Yeah. Come on, man. No. The AI system says, no, that's not a human. I mean, at some point, man, somebody's got to step in and go, wait, we got to fix it. But they're not doing that because they're so passive. That's why they work at the DMV, bro. Because they're just little, robots that went along with everything. Exactly. Yeah, I'd be interested to see Jaron try to go up against the E-map and the E-Earth. But he's not going to do that, man. Jaron's got his little money train. He's cool, man. He's not going to dick around, try to actually come back to, like, hey, no. Fuck that, Dave. Not going to happen. I never liked Jaron, man. I met him, like, my first Flat Earth meetup, man. I was like, I just got that weird vibe, It's like, I don't know about this guy. And then we did Flat Earth Hollywood with him one time, and he sucked at flat smacking, man. He was a fucking shitty flat smacker, bro. He was horrible at it, bro. I was like, this guy's supposed to be, like, Mr. Flat Earth. Like, why does he suck so bad at Flat Earth? You know, flat smacking. Anyway, different day, different time. But yeah, interesting. We'll check it out. Hopefully he'll do something. I doubt it. He's still a Mongo. I unsubscribed to his shit, man. Fucking him. Yeah. It just got really shitty after TFE. The Flat Earth Extreme. I don't know. Whatever.
Apparently do anything about this. If that's not a cautionary tale, I don't know what is.
Exactly. Beach. Mongoose. Yeah, Jared's done a lot of work to just debunk himself. He's done more to that to debunk himself than anything else. Exactly, man. It's kind of... Yeah. I did love Glowbusters, man. It was such a great show. I really look forward to it every Sunday. I was like, yeah, man, what do they got? They brought up the coolest stuff, man, like whether it's a moon landing or flying spiders or magnetism or something. They would always bring up something great, man. Bob was really good about doing that. And then Bob died, and, you know, a few people tried to take it over and try to keep it going. And it was, you know, it kind of just fizzled out, man. And then they had this guy named Alan in there, had Witsit for a while. And then Alan. And it just got so, like, uninterestingly technical, not fun, not interesting. Yeah, it just became like a shit show. So anyway, shout out to Glowbusters, man. They were great. Yeah. All right, back to reality, man. Here we go.
Of scientific crime detection.
Even sworn officers in their roles can't apparently do anything about this. If that's not a cautionary tale, I don't know what is.
Ideal's Robot Commando is here to help you. He's your one-man army.
That's my biggest concern with all of technology, is that it's fun for a little bit, and then it's no longer fun, and then you won't have a choice.
We're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised at all times.
Who are we going to be when we're constantly on guard and being measured to a value system that we didn't sign up for?
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
But unfortunately, they are always reading all the time, and they can ingest thousands of plates a minute. They create a very detailed map of your day. And it actually does use the same systems that some of these commercial systems sold to police actually use. You can see the different boxes that are lighting up across all of the different parts of the shirt where it thinks it detects various license plates. And this is one of my favorite bits, is like the Fourth Amendment plate design.
Tech bro Sam Altman is going around while his OpenAI chat GPT bots are taking over the world and stirring controversies and encouraging English students to become even sloppier and stupider and less skilled in paper writing. He's going around pushing his eye-scanning orb that claims it will verify your humanity, quote unquote, in order to qualify for something called a world ID and I guess some cryptocurrency creds or some future qualification for universal basic income. It's creepy. It's just so creepy. That biometric ID over there at the DMV told her she didn't have a human face and therefore isn't qualified for inclusion in the institutions of this world, including government institutions that are restricted by constitutions and that pretend to treat everyone equally under the law. Meanwhile, this reporter lady, who for some reason thought it would be cute to try out Sam Altman's human verification eye-scanning orb at around the exact same time as a bunch of other influencers, well, she wasn't recognized as human either. CNN reporter Claire Duffy wrote, "I wear blue light blocking contacts with a slight yellow tint, so the orb evidently thought I was trying to fool it by disguising my identity. And then the chief product officer behind this system said, well, that's sad. I'm sad that it told you that you were not human, but he said,
Yeah.
well, that's sad, but
What a
I'm grateful
dick.
that it rejected you. This is great. The guy involved in the company behind the orb said,
Dude, the guy behind the company was an AI agent algorithm. That's not a human. Whoever replied to that, that's not human, man. That's totally done. AI now. Yeah, there's so much AI stuff, bro. They've had this shit for 20 years, and yeah, they're just the chief officer, product officer. Yeah. It's too bad, man. Sorry that our system didn't work for you. Fucking cock. Wasn't even a guy, man. It's just AI. Fuck.
that it rejected you. This is great. The guy involved in the company behind the orb said, after the tool returned a message saying, quote, something's blocking your face. A company.
Something's blocking your face, man. I can't recognize you, bro.
After the tool returned.
Something's blocking.
This is great. The guy involved in the company behind the orb said, after the tool returned a message saying, quote, something's blocking your face. A company whose name is Tools for Humanity, which Altman co-founded, wants to provide what it says is a more effective identity verification method in the age of artificial intelligence. They named the You're Not Human eye-scanning orb Tools for Humanity. Whatever, there's a bunch of eye scan method in the age of art.
What the fuck did they call it? Fucking shapeshifter, Agave. Fuck. We're in the age of the AI of human. In the age of AI be human. Be human. What the fuck?
Artificial intelligence. They named the You're Not Human eye-scanning orb Tools for Humanity. Whatever, there's a bunch of headlines about that. How long until this garbage might be considered mandatory, with no exceptions, for our ability to be included in society or to operate some game system or to pay our bills? I don't know. But if we don't pass the test, I guess our lives are going to get bricked, just like a freaking Nintendo, and you won't be able to use your computer to go online. You won't be able to pay your rent or your bills or even send someone an email. And the icing on the cake, while all this is going on, while people are being determined to be less than human, it's been announced that AI has already consumed all of human knowledge or something like that.
Wait, what? What? All of human knowledge? What?
All this is going on while people are being determined to be less than human. It's been announced that AI has already consumed all of human knowledge or something like that. Like some kind of Kirby monster out of a Nintendo game that they're about to brick as soon as a human user logs on, just sucking up everything. Tech bro Elon Musk has made recent comments about exhausting all the human-produced data, so AI is about to turn towards synthetic data produced by AI and fed or...
Yeah, there's a term for it. I don't know the term exactly, but when AI starts consuming AI... it becomes, it starts eating itself. I forget the term for it, man. You guys could probably look it up, but you guys know where I'm going with that. But that makes sense to me. That's how this shit's going to end, is that AI is going to eat its own self because it's only going to have AI information to add to its database. You follow me? You follow me on that one? And it starts to eat itself. Kinda, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yep. It's gonna eat itself.
Regurgitated to other AI back and forth.
We take the entire internet and all books ever written and all interesting videos in terms of data. We've actually run out of all the books, and all of the cumulative sum of human knowledge has been exhausted in AI training. That happened basically last year.
Really, for me, it's just the hubris, the prideful idea that, well, they created these AI systems and now they just have all of human knowledge. AI just sucked it all up, everything in the human brains, everything in human culture and I consider to be important.
Sorry, I missed that. Sound is messed up. Sorry. Yeah, I turned it down probably. Let me back it up. Hold on. I screwed up, man. Hold on. Yeah, I screwed up. I totally screwed this.
You did not gain all of human knowledge. And I'm sure that Elon Musk meant a certain class of data, but still, no, you didn't. If I've learned one thing in this life, it's that knowledge is deliberately hidden. It's buried. It's erased. It's scattered. All right?
What about the books? Books, oh no, they're all changed, all transcribed, all information's here. We've Zero, of course. He's the central brain, the world's brain. All knowledge.
Just in my own personal experience researching our topic that we're making our film on and some fairly obscure information, I have repeatedly encountered examples where I have read about detailed information, issues I consider to be important, and I've just looked for supplementary information online or where I could purchase other books on the topic, only to find zero references to that information, to the names involved, to the details involved, to the events involved. Nothing online.
This. You guys got to get this thing, man. Grows food. It's great. I mean, you can grow food using this. It's crazy. You get the box, pour some water in, boom, food. Okay. You guys get that?
Finds things and loses them and confuses itself. He considers everything. He's become so ambiguous now, as if he knows nothing at all.
So either they have it and it's hidden from us, or they don't have it.
Answer him. Negative. You don't have to give him a full political briefing. Answer. Negative.
Because you're not done with human knowledge, and you never will be, and I wouldn't want you to be. But even just in the stuff that I've personally had the time to read through and learn about, which is an amazing process, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, it's not online. Wikipedia might be great as a reference. It's a good starting point, some people say. Maybe it's a good place just to learn about topics you didn't even know about, and to get some cursory information. But no, you don't have all the information after you read that. And even if you search for that information, even if you go read the footnotes and look that stuff up, it's still just a start. You don't have it all. You don't know what you don't know. It's infinite.
You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know until you know what you don't know. Yeah. Write that down. I dare you. Write that shit down.
So it's such you don't have information. Even if you go read the footnotes and look that stuff up, it's still just a start. You don't have it all. You don't know what you don't know. It's infinite. So it's such hubris. It's ridiculous. It's laughable. It's insulting icing on top of that cake. And we live in a world, the Aaron Swartz thing wasn't that long ago.
You guys know about Aaron Swartz? Yeah. Check it out, man. Check the kid out, man. He wanted all the college papers released for free. And he apparently paid the ultimate price for that. Apparently. But yeah, he's just like, dude, man, everything should be free. Let's go, all those college papers, somebody wrote a thesis. Yeah, free. It should be free. All free. But yeah, he almost pulled it off. Not quite, but yeah, he was downloading everything from Harvard, and he's like, oh, I got everything. I'm going to release it for free. Oh, you can't do that, bro. No. You can't have free information. That goes against the rules of commerce, bro. Free information. Yes, that's what we want. That's all we want, bro. Dude, wouldn't it be great, Connie, if we can go out and get all those physicists that know everything about cosmology and get all their papers for free, man. It would be now you got to pay for it. That's right. So, yeah, they make you pay for those papers. You must pay for the papers. You got to pay. You must pay. Yeah, Aaron Swartz, man. One of my heroes in the world, man. I appreciate him standing up, man. I really do, man.
That cake. And we live in a world, the Aaron Swartz thing wasn't that long ago, a decade and a half or something. The guy got prosecuted, the book thrown at him. They let murderers and manslaughters and rapists off more easily than this guy for unleashing in a Prometheus-like way access to the gate-kept science and academic literature, the stuff that is paywalled, the accumulated human knowledge that as individuals we're not even allowed to read without purchasing special credentials, which, by the way, is ridiculously expensive. Prices like $80 an article, $40 an article. Don't ever feel mocked for just having just the abstract. You didn't read the article. Well, who can afford to read the article?
Exactly. Who can afford it? $80 for an article about some MIT science, right? Yeah. It was MIT. My bad. I thought Harvard, MIT, whatever, man. Same thing.
Having just the abstract. You didn't read the article. Well, who could afford to read the article? And by the way, the AI just declared I'm not human, so I'm not even allowed to access it. The information that is obsolete just in the library that we go to sometimes, stuff that's kind of older and not as much in the mainstream, it's deep storage and unavailable. You can have it called up if you know what to look for and you make a request and you come back hours or days later. Information is rendered obsolete and it's hidden and it's deliberately destroyed. So no, you don't have all of human history. You don't have all the knowledge.
Yeah, that's a really good point he brings up, is that these kids think they can just get on their phone and like type in astrophysics and they'll know everything about astrophysics. What? What do you mean? Did you read Michio Kaku's paper about my profession is leaps of logic and guesswork? Oh, that guy. Yeah. The leading astrophysicist in the world is like, hey, man, we're not following the scientific method, bro. We're just guessing. It's all guesswork. Oh, yeah, that guy. No, you don't get to learn about that. No. Hell no.
No, you don't have all of human history. You don't have all the knowledge.
We've lost those computers with all of the 13th century in them. Not much in the century, just Dante and a few corrupt popes, but it's so distracting and annoying.
And this is true of the past and our time. At the same time, it isn't just the stuff in books, obviously. It's not just data points, and it's not just all the comments online. Real human knowledge is something else. It's eternal. It's something felt from the heart. It has something to do with feelings of intuition. It has to do with the spiritual nature of existence. It has to do with epigenetics. It has to do with ether and other taboo topics that have been laughed out of the room. It has to do with stuff that was trashed because it didn't fit into...
Like flat earth? Yeah. Oh, shit. Flat earth got trashed, dude. I mean... What got trashed more than flat earth in the last 10 years, man? Dude. Flat earth got trashed in the mainstream. Yeah, we got trashed, bro. Yeah, flat earth got trashed is what happened, bro. Dude, I can't even type, man. Nothing got trashed more than flat earth in the last 10 years, man. I mean, academically, think about it. I mean, how many, mainstream, television personalities, scientists, or even reporters came out and said, "Hey, man, there's people that think the Earth is flat. Oh my God, there's a bunch of retards over here. We're gonna go check them out." Yeah, that's what they did to us, man, and it was sad, man. It was sad to see them go so much against us. Just saying, "Hey, man, water's level, planes fly flat." Yeah. We can go on and on. I can go on all night, but I don't have to. I'm preaching to the choir at this point. But yeah, he makes a good point that, we got trashed in the media. Right, Sue? We got trashed.
Existence. It has to do with epigenetics. It has to do with ether and other taboo topics that have been laughed out of the room.
Flat Earth got laughed out of the room, man. Right? I mean, it really did. We got laughed out of the room. And it still goes on today, right?
It has to do with ether and other taboo topics that have been laughed out of the room. It has to do with stuff that was trashed because it didn't fit into a model of objective, peer-reviewed, so-called science and academia. And that was...
isn't that what... That was the scary thing that Aaron Schwartz was trying to expose, in a backdoor kind of way, is that, look, man, there's a bunch of academia people that did papers that you can read them. Here they are for free. No, we can't let anybody read those papers. You have to pay for those papers, man. You must pay for the papers. Yeah, and that's what Aaron Schwartz was. Like I said, he's my hero, man. As far as let's get the information out. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, you got gravity and schmegma's constant, and yeah, you got all this stuff. Where is it, bro? Oh, it's just in these papers. Oh, okay. Yeah, if they were to give you all those papers for free, because we would go through them, and we would, give them a good once over, maybe twice. Yeah, and you're busted, man. You're bucking busted, bro. Your paper's full of shit. It's full of holes. There's no scientific nothing in here. You got nothing. You got nothing, man. And it's all, guesswork, and we're off by 128 zeros or so. Yeah, thank you, Michio Kaku. Thank you, bro. We're off.
Model of objective, peer-reviewed, so-called science and academia. And that was when we were dealing with humans. Now the AI has been trained on the whitewashed and cold information, the domesticated idea of what stuff is. It's going to actually know even less, not more. It won't have the context.
Yeah, think about that. So AI is going to go ahead and go with the mainstream, whatever. It's going to know less. It's going to know much less than what humans actually know. Yeah. Because, it didn't study this stuff for 20 years or 30 years, or, even in my profession, AI ain't going to know how to fucking string a piano. I guarantee it, bro. But, it can tell you how to string a piano, but it ain't gonna know shit that I know. It ain't gonna know. There's no way. It can never know. But it'll sell itself as like, this is the greatest thing ever.
And cold information, the domesticated idea of what stuff is, it's going to actually know even less, not more. It won't have the context of why certain stuff was made out of bounds. It won't be able to read into what it's reading if and when it even gets its hands on that hidden and destroyed and obscured information.
Think about that. Did you guys catch that? Yeah, so the AI is going to learn information that's false, and it's going to, portray it as real information. And that's kind of the danger zone. The danger zone. Yeah, we're going to find out, man. But yeah, we're in it now, man. We are so in this right now. It's crazy.
bounds. It won't be able to read into what it's reading if and when it even gets its hands on that hidden and destroyed and obscured information. We live in a world that is gatekept, and we're now going to be gatekept by gatekeepers that were created by the gatekeeping. What a joke. What a joke. We're being dehumanized. Back in 1964, Jacques Ellul writing about the technological society. I mean, this is some damning stuff. We're being undone by our...
What's up, Captain? Good to see you, brother. The technological society. I like it. It's crazy. I'm an old reel-to-reel tape guy. I like reel-to-reel tape. You guys, magnetic tape. It's good stuff, man. It worked. That's all we had was magnetic tape. And it worked. I love it.
Logical society. I mean, this is some damning stuff.
Larry, get the fuck out of here, Larry. I'm banning you, Larry. I'm sorry. I'm going to ban you. I'm kidding. Fucking, I know Larry listened to real tape. I know you did, bro. You're old. Mongo. Connie, probably, I don't know. Reel to reel was kind of an expensive format. Not everybody could afford it, but if you were into recording, live music or something, it would have been, it would have been available, reel to reel, But yeah, magnetic tape works, man. It's a great concept, man. It really does work. And once you buy it, you own it. But apparently you don't buy and own anything now. You just rent it. You own nothing. Be happy. Yeah. Yes, be happy. All right, Larry. You got to leave. You got to leave now. I'm kidding. Good to see you, Larry. It really is, man. Always put a smile on my face. Because you're crazy Mongo. That's why.
We're being dehumanized. Back in 1964, Jacques Ellul writing about the technological society. I mean, this is some damning stuff. We're being undone by our processes, and it may not be reversible, but we're damn sure losing our humanity. We're losing our individual power. We've already sold it out to corrupt governments, to unconstitutional powers, to executive branches that are so gigantic they're not even remotely accountable to the people. Individual people, but also groups, advocacy movements, can't even get at the information of what's going on. And that's just the beginning. Then you've got the corporate and banking world, the whole way this thing is structured. And now it's going to be gatekept even more by a system that's not even human, and doesn't think you're human, and definitely doesn't think you deserve to know the truth.
Get 30 protein sticks for just $36.
That's
only
$1.20
each.
You guys get some beef
Here are
sticks?
3 reasons why you should try them. Number
so
1,
amazing.
high
You
quality,
gotta
made
get some
from
beef sticks,
100% grass-fed and grass.
Don't.
He takes orders from no one.
You guys got to get some beef sticks, man. I'm sorry. I'm too cheap to pay for YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium. Yeah, fuck you guys. I did it for years. It was like, I think I started out like $6 a month. And then it went up to like 11. I'm like, fuck you guys. $11 a month. Free. You have to sit through a commercial. You fuckers. Yeah. Yeah. Larry, you're not out here in the fight, man. You're not out here. You're still going for it, man. Going, hey, well, what's up? I got information. You guys should check it out. I know Dread, man, great information. Guy, retreated. Connie's got some connectivity problems and things. You're out. But, man, we had a crew, man. We had a fucking crew that was... We were fire, man. We were fire, bro. Come on. Don't... It was a different time. I get it, man. But, yeah, we did it. And we're still doing it. I appreciate you guys just showing up, man. That's all.
Unaccept.
The world is not what it seems, right? Is that what we got? The world's not what it seems, man. Yeah. You gotta get some beefsteak, Larry. That's what you're missing in life. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Dude, I get it, Larry. Everybody's got lives. We got to keep moving. But, you know, I got my channel back. I don't know how, man. I just asked for it back. I go, you guys can keep all my videos. I just want my playlist. And I want, you know, if I go to a certain channel, I can still be known as the dude, you know. And they said, okay, you can have your channel back because you're such a good guy, because I'm such a great guy. And it fucking, the algorithm, the AI gave it back to me. The fucking AI gave it back to me. Not a human. Nobody checked my content. All my videos are still there. All of them. All my people that I've subscribed to, like Dread and, you know, whoever it was. I got like hundreds of, you know, True Stream Media, whatever. All that came back, but my playlists, no. Got no playlist, bro. It took out my playlists, which were, you know, kind of my pride and joy. I spent years and years and years, you know, creating a playlist of music and, you know, content and people and links to different channels and live streams or whatever it was. I had a fucking playlist. It was amazing, dude. I had thousands and thousands of, you know, places to go check out information, music, mostly music. It was mostly music, but yeah, it was like, you know, anything from jazz to hillbilly to flat earth to, you know, truth, you know, 60s psyop, you know, hippie. I had freaking all these playlists, bro, and they just took it. They just took all my playlists, man. They took them. Now, if you guys want like a flat earth playlist, Dave New Perspective, man, go to his channel. He's got a playlist of like close to 700 songs, man. 700. Like, you know, truth and flat earth stuff, man. Mostly flat earth, a lot of truth music. But yeah, he's got an amazing playlist. My playlists are all gone, man. They're all gone. Yeah. I still got your number, Larry. I can call you right now if I wanted to, man. Call your ass right now. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's kind of interesting situation where we're at right now, man. But yeah, let's finish up this video here real quick, man. Appreciate you guys showing up, though.
A system that's not even human and doesn't think you're human and definitely doesn't think you deserve to know the truth.
He takes orders from no one except you.
Forward!
Battery operated to obey your command.
Our rights come from above human systems, and they come from above human-created computer systems that imitate human behavior.
Would you like to be a model?
We have a right to function and exist, and we deserve, frankly, to be treated as humans, and we should try to hold on to that and try to treat each other as humans. Through all the mess we've been through, this is crazy. I don't know, I've been upset about this stuff. Starting on page 138, Jacques Ellul. No technique is possible when men are free. When technique enters into the realm of social life, it collides ceaselessly with the human being to the degree that the combination of man and technique is unavoidable, and the technical action necessary results in a determined result. Technique requires predictability and no less exactness of prediction. It's necessary then that technique prevail over the human being. For technique, this is a matter of life or death. Technique must reduce man to a technical animal, the king of the slaves of technique. Human caprice crumbles before this necessity. There could be no human autonomy in the face of technical autonomy. The individual must be fashioned by techniques, either negatively by the techniques of understanding man or positively by the adaptation of man to the technical framework in order to wipe out the blots his personal determination introduces into the perfect design of the organization.
Holy shit, man. That was a load full. Oh my goodness. Man, that was... I don't even know if I could go back and watch that right now, man.
Picking up on 139, the enormous effort required to put this technical civilization into motion supposes that all individual effort is directed towards this goal alone, and that all social forces are mobilized to attain the mathematically perfect structure of the edifice. Mathematically does not mean rigidly. The perfect technique is the most adaptable and consequently the most plastic one. True technique will know how to maintain the illusion of liberty, choice, and individuality, but these will have been carefully calculated so that they will be integrated into the mathematical reality merely as appearances.
Did you guys get all that? You guys got that, right? Could you guys just sum that up real quick? Well, I'll try, but... Yeah, it's a technocratic control, man. That's what I'm looking at here. How can we be the techno controllers of everything, man? Oh shit, let's do this. Okay, let's get the AI. Let's get the double verification passwords, and everybody has a camera, and everybody has a cell phone, and everybody's tracked, and yeah, that's kind of where this is going, man. We've known this for years. It's nothing new, bro. You guys know this. It's nothing new, man. Yeah. What are you guys doing math in the chat for, man? What the hell's going on here, man? 4 + 4 = 72. What the fuck does that mean, bro? I don't know. Yeah. 7 × 13, 28. 7, 13. Yeah. That's some crazy math there, Larry. It's crazy math, bro. Crazy math. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I really do. It's been a hell of a ride, huh? Dude, here we are, what, 10 years down the road, Larry? 11? I don't know. About some free Chan days, Larry. You remember those Mongo days? Oh, shit. Larry, free Chan. I don't know if Dredd... I don't know if Dredd was in free Chan. I was not. I know Snack, Jibby, Larry. Who else was in free Chan? You guys remember that free Chan? Yeah, there was some other people in there, man. They're gone now. Most everybody's gone from free Chan. I think Snack is still around. I wasn't in free Chan, so I can't say it myself, but I know Larry, you were in there for sure, man. Hitch. Who else was in there? I wanted to go down a list of people that were prominent, flat earthers back in the day that are gone now. And I started going down there was a guy named ODD. There was Patricia Steers. She's gone. A guy named Robbie Davidson. I met him in person. Kind of a weird, tall albino guy. Paul on the plane. He's gone. Who else is gone, man? It was like, obviously Rob Skiba. He's dead. He died. Yeah, there was a few. Jibby obviously died. Jibby wasn't a prominent flatter. He wasn't like a mainstream flat earther, but a lot of Uber Josh, yeah, he passed. He wasn't a mainstream guy either, but yeah, we lost a lot of flat earthers. I get that, but mainstreamers that left, that just went, they were here, they were just busting ass. There was Russian Vids, he's gone. ODD's gone. Give me some more, man. Give me some more that were just like bumping it. There was a couple of, it was a Mig-Mag was one. Yeah, it's still flat. It's still flat. Was he big? I don't remember. It's still flat. Was he like making content and shit like you and me? And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot of flat earthers that were, that are gone. Mainstream ones. I'm not like, Bob Nodell obviously died. I think the guy from Globebusters, Eru, I think he's still going, man. I heard like somebody dropped something recently. I was like, oh shit, that sounds like Eru. Smart guy. Don't know about the Candace Owens with Rob Skiba. Don't know about that. Candace Owens she's a bit sus, but I don't know. I don't know about her. She's a bit sus, in my opinion. Who else was like a major flat earther that's gone now? They're just gone. I mean, D Marble was putting out a video every single day, bro. Russian Vids was putting out a video every day. ODD was putting out a video every week. There's a guy that still does videos, going back to the 10 years ago. He's in Thailand. I think he's in Thailand. It starts with a F. It's a PH, but it's pronounced like a F. Fuck all. Something like, yeah. ODG is in jail. I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, heard that. Is that Nick? Yeah, I think it's Nick. Yeah. Richie from Boston. I digress. Let me digress. I digress. Yeah, Richie from Boston. Yeah, he's doing. Yeah, he really wasn't a flat earther, but he was producing stuff every day. I give him that. He was putting out a video like almost every day. Yeah. I was just trying to think, man. There was just so many great, content providers back in the day. It's like they're just gone. They're just gone, bro. Like, what happened? But I could throw in, dude. Even Dread, man. Musicians for Truth, man. He was putting it out too, man, and he's kind of bounced out too, man. I get it, man. You get burned out. It's tiring. You don't want to argue. Yeah, Phuket. That's it. Phuket. There you go. He's still around. He's still doing stuff. Yeah, but yeah, his stuff was good. Yeah, I know. Dread was here. He's here, man. I know he's here. But, yeah, he's not putting out, like, content. He did do some live streams and some videos recently. So, yeah, he's still out there. Right on, Dread. But, yeah, there's a bunch of people that were, either anti-globers or flat earthers. It was just, what are we watching? It's the link's in the description. Check it out. He talks about how AI can get so many things wrong. As amazing as AI is, or facial recognition, it can fuck up, man. And it can fuck up, and there's not a human there to go, oh shit, my AI fucked up, and my bad, my AI fucked up. Nobody's ever gonna say that AI fucked it up. And I think that was the point of the video tonight, right? It's like, no AI is gonna admit, nobody's gonna come out and say, no, our software was bad, everything was wrong, the facial recognition didn't work because of, we had a glitch. They're never going to say that. They will defend this to the grave. And I think that was the point of the video this evening, is that no matter how great, humans are, the AI is better at figuring out what's right and what's wrong. And I think that was kind of where we're at this evening. And that's kind of the whole point of the video. If you really want to check it out, Jeeps, man, go watch it. It's only like 30-something minutes. But I made it like an hour and a half because I'm a Mongo. But yeah, you can check it out. And that's kind of the end of the story this evening was with how can AI be so much better than us? Well, it can't. And that's kind of where we're at, man. All right, so.
To attain the mathematically perfect structure of the edifice. Mathematically does not mean rigidly. The perfect technique is the most adaptable and consequently the most plastic one. True technique will know how to maintain the illusion of liberty, choice, and individuality, but these will have been carefully calculated so that they will be integrated into the mathematical reality merely as appearances. These are quotes. Henceforth, it will be wrong for a man to escape this universal effort. It will be inadmissible for any part of the individual not to be integrated into the drive towards technicization. It will be inadmissible that any man even aspire to escape this necessity of the whole society. The individual will no longer be able, materially or spiritually, to disengage himself from society. Materially, he will not be able to release himself because the technical means are so numerous that they invade his whole life and make it impossible for him to escape the collective phenomena. He who maintains that he can escape is either a hypocrite or unconscious. The autonomy of technique forbids the man of today to choose his destiny.
Well, what do you guys think of that? Dang.
There is no place in the world like our Hawaii.
It's depressing. I get it, man. It's depressing. But here's the cool thing, man. We got to rise above the depression, bro. We got to rise above it. We got to rise above it.
As you could see, and I'm waiting for the tow truck to come pick it up, and I'm trying to stay positive by playing some music, and I decided why not enter the Tiny Desk contest this year, because I didn't enter it last year. And this is my tiny desk. I know I don't have a desk on me right now, but hopefully this works as a tiny little desk. It has a pen and paper on it, and the tow truck should be getting here soon. What is love? And how do you get it? What is time? And how do you save it from slipping through your fingers like a wasted chance? I know So just pretend you're somebody calling to wake the sleeping memory in the locket of your heart. I know I should have done this from the very start, but maybe I'm good enough to call, and maybe I didn't have to fall so hard. Maybe if I loved myself at all, you were mine. That's what everyone's saying, but I'm in line again, and we're playing. If you could only know the things I've already been through, maybe then it wouldn't hurt so much to get loved by you. But maybe I was good enough to call, and maybe I didn't have to fall so hard. Maybe if I loved myself at all, maybe if I loved myself at all.
Take that, Mongoose. Fucking wicked, bro.
Thank you guys for listening.
She's cute, man. Come on. She's really cute. Hey, get your Munchie Bunchy box, man. Get the My Hut box. Get the Pizza Hut box. You gotta have Pizza Hut box, bro. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do this.
As soon as you're born, they make you feel small by telling you lies that the earth is a ball, till the lies are so big you feel nothing at all. A flat earth hero is something to be. Flat earth hero is something to be. They hurt you at home and they get you at school. They hate you if you're clever and despise a fool. Till you're so fucking crazy you can't follow their rules. Flat earth hero is something to be. A flat earth hero is something to be. When they fooled and deceived you for 20 odd years, and then they expect you to pick a career when you can't really function, you're so full of fear. Flat earth hero is something to be. A flat earth hero is something to be. Keep your dope with scientism and sex on TV. Think you're so clever, so classless and free, but you're still fucking globeheads as far as I see. A flat earth hero is something to be. A flat earth hero is something to be. spins around, they are telling you still. But first you deny everything that you feel. If you wanna be like the fools on the hill. A flat earth hero is something to be. A flat earth hero is something to be. If you wanna be a hero, well, just look and see. If you wanna be a hero, well, just look and see.
All right, that was cool, right? All right. Listen to this one.
Where do I go now that everything's gone? And I don't know where I belong. What do I do now I'm all alone? Looking for a place to call my home. Tell me a lie, tell me goodbye. Don't make it real, don't even try. Tell me a lie and then you tell me goodbye. And I don't know why, I don't know why. I've been trying to figure out something, how everything all came from nothing. Atoms and energy magically formed out of the ether, a symphony born. Earth is a flat and motionless plane, and we are alive and we have a brain, but we don't know where we even are. And we see the sun and we see the stars. Where do we come from? Where is the time? And what makes the sun continue to shine? And how did it happen all on its own? Out of this life from the unknown. So I built a robot and gave him a name. I brought him to life and gave him a brain. I powered it up and he opened his eyes and he looked at me and he simply said, why? What is my future? Why do I breathe? And where do I come from? When will I leave? And why do I feel? And when will I know? And when it's all over, where do I go? Before I came here, where was my soul? And is there a reason that you have control? And if I'm a robot made with your hand, then where is your maker, creator of man? Who gave you life and spirit within? And who made the blueprint for you to begin? And where is your home? And how can it be that everything came from nothing like me? Where do we go now that everything is gone? And we don't know where we belong. What do we do now we're all alone? Looking for a place to call our home.
Sweet, right? Check this out, man. Check out this song, bro. You gotta hear this one, bro. Check it out, man. Check it out. Hold on. Go full screen, man. Hold on. I'll back it up. Here we go. Again. I'm a shitty DJ. I don't get paid.
Booked a flight today, Heathrow to JFK. west, southwest, 'cause there ain't no better way. Gonna find that old Coriolis, they say she's hidden in the winds, but that just can't be if we rotate east, tangential gradient. Hidden in the winds, Coriolis must be hidden in the winds, but the earth ain't moving faster with the further south we've been, and we never could land safely with that tangential gradient. And we all know every pilot treats the earth as motionless, so to think it must be moving is just insane, you must confess. But please don't get offended if this song makes too much sense. Just thank God that landing's easy with no tangential gradient in the winds. They said she'd just be hidden in the winds, but the earth ain't moving faster with the further south we've been, and we never could land safely with that tangential gradient. So here's a lesson for who's listening. It's dynamics that are true. No kinematic concept could ever substitute. So the next time you are flying, no matter where you go, don't worry about rotation, 'cause we ain't on no damn globe.
Ain't no spinning globe. Ain't no spinning globe. We're not on the spinning globe.
So here's a lesson for who's listening. It's dynamics that are true. No kinematic concept could ever substitute. So the next time you are flying, no matter where you go, don't worry about rotation, 'cause we ain't on no damn globe. Hidden in the winds, Coriolis just ain't hidden in these winds, and the earth ain't moving faster with the further south we go. So thank God we won't be crashing when those wheels hit down below. Hidden in the winds, there ain't no Coriolis hidden in the winds, and thank God it's stationary, or we never safely land on a surface that is moving with a tangential gradient. Yes, here's a lesson for who's listening. It's dynamics that are true. No kinematic concept could ever substitute. So the next time you are flying, no matter where you go, don't worry about rotation, 'cause we ain't on no damn globe. Hidden in the winds, Coriolis just ain't hidden in these winds, and their earth ain't moving faster with the further south we've been, and thank God we won't be crashing when we touch down at the end.
Thank God we're not crashing.
And thank the Lord, Earth is stationary, we never safely land on a surface that is moving. There's no tangential gradient.
Yeah, we're not moving, bro. We're not spinning. Not spinning, bro. Yeah. Aerofluid dynamics. Yeah, what do you guys think of that one, man? Pretty good, man. That's a pretty good one. Pretty good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out, man, for a minute. Yeah, great song, man. What a great song. Think about that, man. 0 to 1,000, bro. 0. I mean, you know, I'm willing to give him, you know, like 100 to like, you know, 700, whatever. I'll give him this fucking, you know, I'll give him the shit show. What are you gonna do, man?
Thought of conclusions and ends.
Okay, Mongos. Real people, real music, real instruments. You guys can tell the difference. I know you guys can, man. Yeah. She's just, I saw her live last month, man. Just incredible. I was like, oh my God, this girl's got, she's like classically trained singer or something, man. So yeah. All right, one more. I gotta go to
Meet
bed.
my dad.
Hold on, I gotta tell you some
National
crap.
University
Oh my God.
supports all his ends.
It's just a part of me that I want.
That's it. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. Dang it. I wish we could do this every night, all night, but we have to sleep and get rest. Yep, I got to go to bed. You guys got to go to bed. But thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. All right. Love you guys. Cheers. Thanks, Susan. Thank you. All right. Peace. Peace, baby. Peace.